I'd like to welcome our second panel, Representative Fischbach. You can deliver either from your chair or that would be fine. From the Committee on Ways and Means, and Representative Fischbach, I welcome your testimony.
This is my first time before the Rules Committee, so be kind.
Gentlelady is recognized for testimony.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Today we're considering the Supporting Pregnant and Parenting Women and Families Act, which would block the Biden administration rule that attempts to divert resources away from pregnancy resource centers that provide life-saving and life-affirming services and resources to pregnant women and their families. I am proud to have introduced this legislation along with my Ways and Means colleague, Representative Claudia Tenney from New York, who couldn't be here because she is her flight is delayed, and Representative Chris Smith from New Jersey. In October of last year, the Department of Health and Human Services published a proposed rule that could prohibit states from funding pregnancy resource centers through the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, or TANF, the block grant program, excuse me. If this rule takes effect, women in America will have fewer alternatives to abortion and less access to maternal care. The Supporting Pregnant and Parenting Women and Families Act protects pregnant women from women's access to maternal care by prohibiting HHS from finalizing, implementing, or enforcing the proposed rule as it relates to placing restrictions on the state use of TANF dollars for pregnancy resource centers. Pregnancy resource centers provide vital resources used by pregnant and parenting women every day to support the health and pregnancy of their child. Nothing in the bipartisan law that created TANF provides the Biden administration the authority to regulate TANF in this manner and unfairly single out and target these centers. Pregnancy resource centers provide everything from diapers, food, baby clothes, transportation, parenting classes, relationship education, and prenatal vitamins. They provide both emotional support and tangible benefits and materials to women with unplanned pregnancies that clearly meet the purposes of TANF to provide assistance to needy families and reduce dependence on government assistance. Flexibility for states to use TANF dollars is at the heart of the bipartisan law that created the block grant in 1996. In fact, the primary goal of the legislation was to increase the flexibility of states, which is exactly why Congress explicitly prohibited federal bureaucrats from telling states how and where to spend these funds. The Biden administration is attempting to sidestep Congress with the proposed rule, which is a clear violation of the law, while furthering their agenda to mischaracterize and spread false information of the goals and purpose of pregnancy resource centers. No one says TANF is perfect, but the role of improving the program lies with Congress. Not only is the Biden administration ignoring the law, but in the process, they are also penalizing vulnerable women trying to protect their own health and the health of their children. Democrats claim to support a woman's right to choose their own health care, but at this moment, the Biden administration is preparing to make it harder for moms to choose life for their unborn child, as well as how they will take care of themselves and their babies. If this rule takes effect, pregnant women in America will have fewer alternatives to abortion and less access to vital services and support. Congress must send a clear message that we will not tolerate federal bureaucrats ignoring the letter of the law, and we will stand up and support women. Women should not be denied access to these critical centers for the sake of a political agenda. I hope that each one of my colleagues will support this legislation to stop the Biden administration's attack on pregnant and parenting mothers and their families. And thank you, Mr. Chairman and members.
Thank you very much. Obviously, the weathers may travel